G'day, mate. How's it going? Yes. Well, I've been living in Vietnam for 3 months now. Got a 3 month visa, so I've got a bit of experience up my sleeve now. So I'm going to tell you what's going on in this place. All right, mate. I've got a few notes here, so when I'm looking, just bear with me because I'm looking at my notes. So it's 2024 now, September, as you know. Back in January 2023. I was sick of Australia because of all the COVID bullshit and all that. So I bailed. I was like, where should I go? Thought of Bali and Thailand. Everyone goes there. So I was like, fuck that. So I looked at the map and I was like, what about Vietnam? And I was like, yeah, I went there and I was like, fuck, this place is sick. Came here with my sister the first time and we just partied in Saigon for the first week or two, and then we went our separate ways. She went up north and I went down south, went to the islands and stuff like that. Was sick, and then on the last, I think I bailed back home to Australia on a Sunday or something like that. But on the third Wednesday before I bailed, I met some chick on Tinder. And when you get here on Tinder, when you get here on Tinder, if you're in Saigon or wherever, mate, it blows the f up. So be prepared for that if you're going to go on Tinder. And they want to catch up with you straight away as well for coffee or whatever. But yeah, I found this chick, and then I took her away for the weekend, and then I thought, oh yeah, sweet, just have one last hurrah. But then I got back home to Australia and just kept in touch with her, and she's an awesome chick. So then I came back. I went back to Australia to work. First of all, I stopped working for other companies. I'm a cabinet maker by trade, so I started my own business, and then that was hard at the start, like under quoting myself and stuff like that. I wasn't making much money at the start, but then as I learned how to price jobs a bit better, I started dominating a little bit. And by the end of the year, I'd made the most money I'd ever made, which is sick. So that's what I'm living off now. But anyway, yeah, so I went back and so started my own business after or before the first time I went to Vietnam. It was after. So I didn't have to answer to any boss anymore. So then I worked there, worked for another 3 months, and then came back here for another month, got another month visa, and spent another month with her, sussing shit out with her, and then traveling around Vietnam so I could find out if me and her work out. Where do I want to move her, because she's from a shit industrial area, and I don't want to. Sorry, I'm just messing around with the phone. I don't want to live there, but might have to in the short term. But here we go. So yeah, I came here for a second time, hung out with her a bit more, got to know her more, travelled with her, which is cheap as fuck. Then after that, went back home for another 3 months or 6 months. Yeah, that was like June, and then I came back in December of 2023. Did the same thing, got to know her more, then went back home after that one. Dominated in work for like 6 months, saved up as much as I could, which turned out being about 30 grand. So for anyone that wants to get a gauge on how much you sort of need, had about 30 grand Australian dollars saved. But I'm still paying for my tax bills back home while I'm over here now. I got a tax bill and my Toyota Hiace. That's a $30,000 Hiace I'm paying off while I'm over here. I might go back home and sell that and then come back here and live here. So yeah, what about 30 grand? Like I've gone through about 10 grand of that in the 3 months that I've been here, but we've been doing a lot of shit. I've been traveling in that as well. So yeah, I haven't worked in 3 months, which has been so good. Now I get to meals. Meals, like you go out for breakfast. She buy like I usually wake up because I'm not working, because I'm living with her now in a service department that we pay. I pay 400 bucks Aussie a month for. All my prices will be done in Aussie because that's what I know. So 400 bucks a month, and it's pretty sick. I'll try and show you a photo of it. It's a bit messy at the moment, but the aircon went down yesterday, and then I told the landlord, and then he came and fixed it yesterday, but they had to take the part away overnight, and they fixed it today, so they fix shit straight away. The landlord's awesome here. Just check if my mic's still on. Yeah, I don't want to film the whole thing and then go, oh shit, the mic's not working. Yeah, so then he came and fixed it pretty much straight away. So last night we had a shit sleep because there was no aircon, but who cares? Had to sleep with the door open. At least it was raining outside, cooled us down a bit. But yeah, so meals are about like $2 to $3 per meal. She'll usually buy me breakfast. Like I'll wake up every morning at 5:45, take her to the bus stop at work on her scooter, and then she'll buy me breakfast, which is like buntik nyung, which is pork vermicelli noodles. So good, man. $2 for that. $2 for breakfast, and it's like a good meal. And then at home, I'll just usually, I don't know, keep some fruit in the fridge or something like that. Just something to snack on, something in the cupboard, so I don't have to. I usually pay for like, well, she'll usually buy my meals in the morning, my breakfast, and then I'll buy dinner at night. Which dinner's more expensive, but it's like probably $4. You can get dinners for like $5. I'll pay like $5, $6 Australian for both of us, and that's expensive. Where she used to live in Bencat, that's about $2. You can get it for like $3, $3, $4 for 2 meals. Feeds us so good. So yeah, fuck Australia, man. Just move over here if you can. And it's good food as well, good healthy food. It's usually like pho bar, which is like beef pho, and I'm probably saying that wrong as well. Pho bar. It's like beef with noodles and shit like that. Beers, you can buy beers like at the shopping centre or whatever for like 80 cents. Single beers, like normal, awesome beers, good tasting Vietnamese beers, Heineken's and that, like about 80 cents at the shopping centres. If you go to like a GS25, which is like a 7-Eleven sort of thing, it'll be more expensive, but it's still $1 for a beer. $1 for a beer, and then you get like packs of ciggies for anyone who smokes out there. It's like $1 to $2 for a packet of 20 ciggies. Back home in Australia, it's like $50 for that same packet of ciggies. It's fucked. So what else? Beers, darts, $2. Yeah, my TikTok coming over here. Like I started my TikTok just posting shit and trying to do funny shit and just places that I've traveled in Vietnam. The Vietnamese people love people who love Vietnam over here. So I've got like one of my posts blew up. It's got 1.3 million views on it, 45,000 likes on it, and another one's got 260,000 views on it. They're the storms because Typhoon Yagi just happened in the north of Vietnam. But I've filmed like a super cloud coming over like just from my balcony the week before, and it was hectic. And so then Typhoon Yagi happened, and it just went double viral because everyone around the world was watching that. And then like I've thought, fuck it, mate, because there's ways to make money on TikTok. I'm still trying to suss it all out, but I'm going live on TikTok for about an hour and a half every day at 12:30 every day, and I'm getting like 300 followers each time I go live. One time last week, I got 700 followers in an hour and a half. Whoa, 7.5. So now I've got 8,700 followers on my TikTok in like 2 months, pretty much. And so next week I should be on 10,000 followers on TikTok. And when you get 10,000, that's when you get companies come out to ask you to collab for them and make videos for them, and then you get commission, free cash pretty much. So I've already had 3 companies hit me up asking if I want to sell dunny seats for them and mini fans and shit like that, and clothing. So yeah, all I have to do is like add the link to the bottom of my post on a TikTok, and then if I make any sales from that, I get commission from that. I haven't started getting commission yet, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to make that work, which is sick because I don't want to have to work because I'm a cabinet maker back home. I don't want to have to do hard labor anymore. It's fucked. And you just feel like, I get like dudes and chicks messaging me like constantly on TikTok wanting to fuck. It's classic. And my girlfriend, I show her everything so I don't get busted doing anything. And she's like, it's just funny. But yeah, it's so funny, man. Dudes and chicks trying to fuck me in my inbox. Classic. Like hot chicks as well, man. But, well, I'm being loyal because I know there's too much bullshit in the world. You can get in trouble too fucking easy. So chicks aren't worth it. So yeah, and everywhere you walk around here, like everyone's just looking at you and smiling and waving at you. You feel famous walking around the streets here. Everyone loves you. They love Westerners here. It's crazy, dude. So anyone thinking of Vietnam, because I thought the Vietnam War, they'll probably hate us because I'm from Australia and New Zealand. I was born in New Zealand, raised in Australia. So yeah, I just thought Vietnamese people would hate us, but they fucking love us, man. Uh, Teeth, I paid, what is it, like $150 to get 7 of my teeth done with fillings and 3 of my missus' teeth done with fillings. $150 for 10 teeth. You'd pay like $150 minimum for one tooth in Australia. So yeah, dentist, and she did such a sick job as well. I don't know, can't see I got yellow teeth. I might get them whitened as well. Getting them whitened is about $100 or $80 or some shit like that. So yeah, $150 for, and yeah, the dental care is sick as well. Like pristine, clean dental surgeries. I had a chick that did mine, and like she didn't hurt me, so I went back for a second time because I'm shit scared of the dentist. But yeah, landlord fixes everything. $400 a month. Yeah, I think I've mentioned this. $400 a month for my rent in a service apartment. That some lady comes in and cleans for me every Monday, cleans it out, changes the bed sheeting and everything like that. And then once a month I get the bills. I got the bills a couple of days ago, and that's for electricity, water, internet, all the same bullshit. So $400 a month for the apartment, and it was like $525 including bills. So it's about 120 bucks a month for bills as well. But I've got the aircon cranking all day, every day, so that's still pretty cheap. What's the aircon? Like 20 bucks, 20 bucks a month. I don't know, something cheap as, man. But it's worth just having the aircon on all the time. So yeah, cheap. Studying, yeah. So now I'm also studying to become a teacher online. I can't remember what I paid. $50, $50 for that course or something like that. It's something ridiculous, cheap as. And I'm on my 4th module now of an 8 module book. You just study online at your own pace. But I'm trying to smash it out pretty quick because I want to start getting some cash in because I haven't had any cash coming in for 3 months, which is a bit shit. But I'm still going A8, so that's cool. So become a English teacher over here. There's so many schools everywhere you look, man. English teaching schools everywhere you look, and they're all looking for like Westerners to come and teach for them. Like I don't know fuck all about teaching, man, but I'm learning like nouns and verbs and all that shit. I've forgotten what they are, but I'm going to study my ass off and remember how to teach how to speak the English language so I can teach it to people. I don't want to be one of those dickheads that just comes in half-assed and the kids don't get anything out of it. So I'm going to teach myself really well before I go into it. And then you get from like $20 if you teach for one of the places, one of the schools here, 20 to $30 American per hour. So that's like my missus gets $2 an hour for her job, $2 Australian an hour, and she's in import export. She's a qualified accountant over here. She gets $2 Australian an hour, mate. Wow! And like with teaching, we can get 20 to $30 US per hour. So you just have to work about 10, 15 hours a month, and you get paid as much as what a local would here. It's crazy, dude. But I'll probably like learn how to teach at like a school or something like that. I don't know, whatever language center, and then take that knowledge and then teach people on my own. You get like 4 students, charge them 500K, which is like 25, $30 an hour. You get 4 of them is like $100, $100 an hour for 4 or 5 students just sitting at your house teaching them. So yeah, that's pretty good. A good idea. I might end up doing that, I reckon. So because I don't want to go back to Australia and work there. It's fucking bullshit. Everything's too expensive. Find a way to make some good cash here, and then you live like a king, man. It's so good. Vietnam, everyone loves you. Everything's so cheap. Studying, yeah. So my missus makes like $2 an hour. Gym's about $10 a week, which is, I don't know, that's pretty good, I suppose. I think I paid $20 a week back home, something like that. Oh, fuck knows, man. Anytime Fitness back there. This gym, I went to the gym this morning. I go like 5 times a week now. It's sick. Went to the gym this morning and then had a sauna there as well, a steam sauna. So that was sick. They have personal trainers there. You got to pay extra for that. The gym equipment's a bit too small for me because I'm 6 foot, 100 kilos, and it's all designed for like little Asian people. But it's still good enough. Like I can still use it all. You can get cheaper ones as well. We just got one. We went to an expensive gym. Spewing I did though. And so now all I'm doing pretty much with my life is laying in bed all day. No, I'm not really. I'm going to the gym every morning, studying my English course, and learning how to do YouTube videos on YouTube. I'm watching like YouTube videos every day, learning how to do video editing and stuff like that, so I can try and survive on doing TikToks and YouTube videos instead of having to go out there on the tools again, do anything, man. So just got so much time on my hands, I can just sit at home and watch YouTube videos, but not just sitting here being a wanker, like learning shit. Here behind me, that's because I'm learning how to speak Vietnamese. My girlfriend did. That's how to say their money. So 5 nam. It's hard, man. So I'm struggling a bit with that. But then when we go out for dinner, she tells me what to say with ordering, and I'm learning how to read the menu so I can just ask the people for, so I can order the meals, and they all laugh at me when I'm doing it. Like we have a laugh about it. It's all cool. So yeah, that's a bit of fun learning. But I did get learning teaching lessons, Vietnamese lessons, but it was like $15 a lesson, or if I was going to do that 3 times a week, that's $45 a week, and it just drains too much of my money. The missus was like, just let me teach you, like for free. So yeah, all right, I'll do that. So she's teaching me how to do it when we're out around everyone and that. So I'd recommend not getting lessons. I did a bit of Duolingo before I came over here, and that helped a bit. But that sort of taught me the North dialect, but I needed the South, so I just threw it in the bin after that. After a while, yeah. So living here 3 months has been awesome. My missus, like, I'll just bring up in conversation. Sometimes I hope I can do this. Oh, I wish I could do this sometimes. And then like my missus would go out of her way without me even asking her to search something. She'll go online and Google it and like, oh, here you go, Bear. She calls me Bear. Here you go, Bear. I've organised this for you. I've organised that for you. So good. I call her my little secretary because she organises everything for me without me even asking to. It's sick. So anyway, guys, I think I've said enough. It's nearly been 20 minutes. Wow, this is a long time for me to talk. What I would recommend is work your ass off. If you're sick of the West, which we all should be because it's a fucking clown show, the chicks are shit there. The women in Vietnam are the best on earth. They're so hot in Saigon. There's the most hot women that I've ever seen on the planet in one little spot. Not a little spot. There's 9 million people that live in Ho Chi Minh. So save up all your money, work as hard as you can for 6 months or whatever, or even come for a holiday here first, Vietnam. It's cheap as fuck. But try and move here get a 3 month visa, get a 3 month lease on a place. It'll change your life for the better, man, for sure. It's the best place on earth. People love us here. I love being here. Everything's so cheap and so affordable. So affordable. If you bring your USD or whatever, your British pound or Canadian dollar or whatever you want, Australian dollar here, you can live like a king, man. Sweet as. So yeah, do it. Just take the leap, man. We're wasting our lives in the West. Come and experience Vietnam. I would recommend Vietnam over Thailand and Bali for sure. Haven't been to the Philippines yet, but I hear Vietnam's cheaper. People don't speak English here, fuck all, which is hard, but who gives a fuck, man? It's still sick. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna bounce. I hope you got some knowledge from this. If you want to know anything else, just send me some questions and I'll answer as best I can. All right, my friends. Here's the Asian fingers for you. Here's the Asian love heart hands, and I'll see you soon. All right. Here's the metal hands, and no, it's not Molokian. All right, I love you guys. Peace out, my friends. One love, cool B. Mwah.